Fox 4 Morning News.
Good morning. Thank you so much for watching Fox 4 Morning News at 6. I'm Lisa Greenberg. Happy Friday. We have made it through a very busy week here in Southwest Florida, and we want to start by getting you a look at what to expect when it comes to weather. We've been through a lot when it comes to the forecast this week, Trent, so please, on this Friday morning, give us some good news. Sounds good, Trent. We will see you soon. Some good news for Fort Myers Beach this morning. Their farmers market is coming back starting today. Now, the town hasn't had a farmers market since May of 2022, but now 11 months after Hurricane Ian and 2 days after flooding from Idalia, the community is finally welcoming back local vendors for the grand opening of the Fort Myers Beach Market. It's where Fox 4's Ella Rhodes is live this morning. And Ella, I really feel like the town of Fort Myers Beach deserves to celebrate this after everything they've been through.
Yeah.
This morning, we're taking a look at some of the lasting damage and recovery from Hurricane Idalia from its path here in Florida through the Carolinas. Let's start in Punta Gorda. Fox 4's Dominga Murray went there and she talked to people about all of this flooding. Being from that area myself, I can tell you I've never seen anything like that. All right, let's move now to Sarasota. Take a look at these pictures from the county here. You can see this is Casey Key Road, just completely torn up. Chunks of it were torn away from the storm. Again, those photos are from Sarasota County. They say they're in the midst of their storm damage assessment. Want to show you damage also from Madison County. It's right near the Florida-Georgia line. So you can see trees uprooted, some even as you just saw split in half here, and even roofs were crushed by Idalia. Madison County now has a countywide curfew because of the severe damage from this storm. Idalia then swooped through the Carolinas, leaving a trail of destruction behind. This is a look at Whiteville, North Carolina. It's an aerial view of what appears to be a parking lot. Take a look at all of that flooding, though. You can see dozens of those cars submerged almost halfway up in that murky water. And this is just a glimpse of what North Carolina faced. Students are one step closer to having to handle their student loan debt once again. We'll tell you how long until those first payments are due. All right, at 6:16, I think a lot of people are hoping to kind of put Idalia behind us this weekend, Trent. I know a lot of people are still in cleanup mode from the standing water that we saw, the storm surge. So I think a good weather forecast is in order. Thank you, Trent. We've been talking a lot about Hurricane Idalia, but another storm is still having impacts in another part of our country. Death Valley National Park has been closed since Tropical Storm Hillary because of damage in California. Scripps correspondent Abel Garcia explores how the storm has reshaped this popular spot for tourists. You need a good breakfast to get you right for the rest of your day. And coming up in today's Your Healthy Family, there are 2 ingredients to focus on when choosing what to eat. We've all heard breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but not all breakfast foods are created equal. In today's Your Healthy Family, I'm showing you the best foods to eat to set yourself up for success. Court proceedings for the election interference case against former President Donald Trump and 18 others will be live streamed. We'll talk about the controversies surrounding the judge's decision.
Fox 4 Morning News.
6:29 is the time. Thank you for watching Fox 4 Morning News. I'm Lisa Greenberg. We want to get you a check at the forecast with certified meteorologist Trent Eric. I think we all deserve a little bit of a break this week. And if you're hoping to get outside and take advantage of the holiday weekend, through all of this craziness with the weather, I didn't even think about the fact that it's Labor Day weekend. Now, as people all across Southwest Florida clean up from Hurricane Idalia, crews are making sure trees like the ones you see right here behind me are being cleaned up before they become any kind of danger to the homes nearby. Some crews have used cranes to get rid of massive trunks just inches away from people's homes. Fox 4 talked to the crews from Dean's Tree Service in Venice, who say they've gotten consistent calls since Idalia for this kind of help. They say some trees are more vulnerable than others. Dean's Tree Service does plan to head up north, where they've gotten more calls from neighborhoods in need of help from Hurricane Idalia. This morning, we are learning a bit more about the one confirmed death here in Florida from that storm. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement has confirmed a 59-year-old man died after his car hit a tree during the storm. Happened in Alachua County, right near Gainesville. Meanwhile, toward the Gulf Coast in Cedar Key, people are in cleanup mode. Businesses are working to get back up and running. They're mopping up the mud left behind by feet of storm surge. This art shop you see right here is now a mud museum, and with no running water to rinse it. Nearby at a coffee shop, what little was spared inside was being given away as the community comes together to get each other through. Now, Fox 4 reporter Austin Shagorodsky talked to people right in St. James City who are still in the process of recovering from Hurricane Ian about how all of the flooding from Idalia is undoing some of their rebuilding. Well, President Biden says he will head to our state tomorrow to survey the damage from Hurricane Idalia. The White House Homeland Security advisor didn't confirm if Biden will meet with the governor during that trip, though. Yesterday morning, President Biden called Governor DeSantis to say he's formally approved a major disaster declaration in Florida in the wake of Idalia. While the Fulton County judge presiding over former President Donald Trump's latest criminal case has announced the proceedings will be live streamed and televised. The judge previously approved 2 orders allowing still photos and video. While those orders are set to expire next week, he said he plans to extend the arrangement in 6-month increments to cover the trial. In a separate order issued yesterday, the judge also permitted the use of cell phones and laptops in the courtroom during the trial. Trump and 18 others were indicted earlier this month, accused of trying to overturn the results of the 2020 election in Georgia. The former president says his actions were not illegal and the investigation is politically motivated. One of the leaders of the Proud Boys, who led the march to the U.S. Capitol on January 6th of 2021, has been sentenced to 17 years in prison. This is one of the longest sentences handed down yet for a convicted rioter. Now, Joe Biggs was found guilty on charges including seditious conspiracy for trying to forcibly prevent the peaceful transfer of power from then President Trump to Joe Biden after the 2020 election. Another Proud Boy member was sentenced to 15 years on Thursday. Former Marine Zachary Rell apologized and called his behavior a complete lapse in judgment. It's a moment people with student loans have been dreading. Payments are one step closer to starting back up again after a 3-year pause on those student loan payments. Today marks the first significant step toward restarting that process. Borrowers will once again see interest accrue on their loan balances. This milestone comes 1 month ahead of the next major date for millions of American borrowers. It's October 1st when those payments will be due once again. President Biden's cancellation policy was overturned by the Supreme Court earlier this year. At 6:37 this morning, some people in Cape Coral are not happy with City Council's plans for J.C. Park. They want it to stay the peaceful, serene park that it is now, but plans include food trucks and other developments. Fox 4's Bella Line went to last night's forum and talked to people living near the park about what they think. The Community Blood Center is holding a blood drive tomorrow to replenish the supply. It's at Coconut Point from 9 until 1. The center says it's in special need of A and O blood types. That's what they're running low on right now. If you donate, you will get a movie ticket. A 9-year-old boy is capturing hearts in Los Angeles with his limitless lemonade stand. Grayson Roberts has been blind since birth and vowed to never let his diagnosis stop him from seeing the world. Susie Sue has his inspiring story. As we head into the Labor Day weekend, travel is ramping up. We're going to share some ways to help you get to where you need to go after the break. Labor Day weekend is one of the busiest travel weekends of the year. The busiest time on the road is actually now behind us. It was yesterday, according to global transportation data provider INRIX, but more people are hitting the skies too. Emily Schmidt has this story. Now, Fox 4 is also watching out for you when it comes to the latest gas prices ahead of when you hit the road this holiday weekend. So right now, the average price for a gallon of unleaded gas here in our state is $3.69. That's actually below the national average, which is $3.81. In Southwest Florida, Collier County has the highest average. It's $3.80. Lee County is sitting at $3.73. Charlotte County has the cheapest average right now, actually. That's $3.66. All right, Trent, I love this story. It's kind of like a comeback story this morning. We have good news for people on Fort Myers Beach. Their farmers market is coming back starting today. So we have Fox 4's Ella Rhodes there as it reopens for the first time since Hurricane Ian after flooding from Hurricane Idalia. And I know you've also got the forecast for the weekend.
Way too many eyes in that sentence, and I hate them all. But yeah, we got the weekend forecast, and just a reminder, it's been a long week. 3-day weekend for many folks. Labor Day on a Monday, and we're going to break everything down for you. We'll have a check of traffic as well coming up, guys.